I had this video cut like 3 hours ago, I think, at this point, and we're going to go over some of the points that I already covered before, but then the bombshell of all bombshells just kind of dropped, and then the resulting aftershocks of the earthquake were kind of permeating around the same time, and I've just been kind of sitting here gathering all the information up for, oh Christ, about a half an hour at this point, I suppose, and well, let's fucking hit all the high points here that I was going to just, talk about to begin with. So, okay, I think, what was it, yesterday? Linwood was the first one to get fucking axed for probably, I don't know, at least they'd have somewhat justifiable reasons. I still don't fucking think that they're justifiable at all. And he was saying, okay, yeah, Pence, something like a firing squad. I know exactly what he said, but I'm just keeping this vague because I don't know how much longer we're all going to be on YouTube anyways, so. But anyways, yeah, and then, what was it, the president, which I'm pretty sure this one will be allowed now, but he said that the president could be arrested and then, not be alived. I think that's probably the way to go about these things because I don't know. I don't like to censor myself, but it's going to be taken out of my hands very shortly. And now, yeah, it's Flynn and Powell. They're permanently banned on Twitter. They aren't the only ones, you guys already know. In Big Tech's most recent censorship sweep on Friday, Twitter permanently suspended the accounts of former National Security Advisor General Michael Flynn and former Trump campaign lawyer. Was she ever officially part of the campaign law team? I don't know. I don't think so. Sidney Powell claiming they violated the platform's policy against harmful activity. The accounts may have been suspended in line with our policy on coordinated censorship. Oh, I'm sorry, harmful activity. Same thing. They just keep changing their terms and they make them fit whatever they need them to. A Twitter spokesman told NBC News, "We've been clear that we will take strong enforcement action on behavior that has the potential to lead to offline harm." Oh boy, howdy does that ring true. And given the renewed potential for violence surrounding this type of behavior in the coming days, we will permanently suspend accounts that we deem unfit for whatever our new future that we're trying to craft is. Oh, okay, that are solely dedicated to sharing QAnon content. Okay, you know what? Flynn might have been fairly vocal lately about his support for Q, and I don't know, maybe just his rhetoric was a little bit inflammatory. I heard a bit of a speech, but like it would be foolish to report on what I heard because it was only just a little part of it, and it was some fiery stuff to say the least, and it's nothing quite as fiery as we're going to get to in the third video because this video is going to be bloated enough as it is, and I was going to cover more stuff of the fallout as well, but that's going to have to be the third video for today because this is all just kind of running together at this point. And yeah, they decided that Flynn, I don't know, just kind of fit that mold. And Powell too, like, okay, she has enough on her own plate because she's being sued for 1.3, get this, $1.3 billion by Dominion. We'll probably get into that in the next day or so, maybe, if things, I don't know, land as they do, maybe within the next couple days or so, and break that down because Dominion probably has a reason that they landed on $1.3 billion, and there's, reasons to believe that that might be the damages that they have been caused, and it could be a good idea that they've been calling for that number. I still think that it's stupid, but whatever. Oh, and I also mentioned Linwood was taken off Twitter. There's a whole bunch of accounts that are going to probably be gone by the time I record anything for tomorrow anyways, but the Fight Back campaign, is that the legal campaign that he was also running, Linwood was? Yeah, that one's been yeeted, whatever it's properly called, but I'm pretty sure it was the Fight Back campaign, right? Yeah. According to Twitter's coordinated harmful activity policy, yeah, whatever, our fucking burning of the Reichstag policy, violators who manipulate or propagate information that creates physical, psychological, or informational harm. Cool. I love it when unelected oligarchs just decide what is harmful physically, psychologically, or informationally. I remember when journalists had to gain your truth in order to figure out if what they're saying is correct or not. Okay? It's not just, we're going to tell you what's correct and that's what you're going to believe. And that's all that Twitter's going to be left with after today. Because, oh, buddy, is it a fucking exodus right now. And I will tell you right now, I will not be posting anything more on Twitter. That is a dead site to me. It is absolutely dead. Okay? I might use it for news content, but there will be no more posts there at all whatsoever. But whatever, let's finish this one up and get on to the more important stuff. Not that Powell and Flynn aren't important people. They've done good work in the past. In order to take action under this framework, we must both find evidence that individuals associated with a group, movement, or campaign are engaged in some form of coordination, that the results of the coordination cause harm to others. Meanwhile, Antifa, Black Lives Matter are allowed to organize their riots blatantly in sight, use hashtags to facilitate whatever they want, and they're allowed to run free. Facebook accommodates them as well, and the only people who've really stepped up is when Teespring decided that Antifa weren't allowed to sell their shirts on their platform anymore. I'm sure, like we covered yesterday, when Spotify got rid of all of President Trump's merch sites, I'm sure that they're probably allowed to sell them there. I don't know. I've never used Shopify in my life. No, I probably wouldn't be welcome there anyways. Said too many wrong things. But how about this one? Let's try this on for size. Power-drunk Democrats join CNN in lobbying to ban Fox News from the airwaves. Like I said, I recorded this already, but that video is no longer fit for purpose after everything that's gone down. But they don't mean like the actual Democrats, at least at the time that I'm recording this. But at the same time, it's just prominent Democrats. Democrats and corporate media outlets such as CNN are lobbying for right-leaning news outlets such as Fox News to be pulled from their airwaves following a mob riot at Capitol Hill on Wednesday, obviously. And you know who they're citing, and you know whose newsletter they're publishing verbatim? That'd be Brian Stelter, of course. CNN echoed Stelter's call to action by republishing his newsletter with the same headline on the business portion of CNN's website. Analysis: TV providers should not escape scrutiny for disturbing disinformation. So they want to go directly to the cable news providers, okay? And this is what they're going to start doing, okay? They're going to start removing left wing, please. They'll just fucking give them the bandwidth that they rob away from everyone else. No, they're just going to remove your ability to watch TV. It'll start with what you want to watch, but it'll eventually just devolve into removing your ability to watch anything or go online. As we're going to see here towards the end, they're already starting to take away your different avenues. The Washington Post also ran multiple columns on Friday that shifted some of the blame from Wednesday's riot to conservative media. This would never happen if Fox News, he puts news in brackets. That's hilarious because they're just trying to be a part of the cool kids club and it's not working. They're just throwing you under the bus, just like every other one of those Republican senators right now who are decrying all of this violence. You're just being useful idiots right now, okay? Once they start pushing through everything, and this has been expedited, so who knows what we're going to wake up to in the morning. OANN, Newsmax, Mark Levin, The Daily Wire, please, they're going to be licking your boots here in, probably Monday. And all the rest had not been spreading poisonous lies to allege the election was stolen. One article by Max Boot read, how apropos of a fucking surname. I could not imagine anything more perfect for this. They just got a couple of tweets up here from different prominent Democrats. People, I know I've heard the name Phil Bump before, but I don't care enough to research these people. I'm sure that they're all, I think Philip Bump is a journalist, and Mehdi Hassan, I've heard the name as well in the same areas, but here's what they're saying, because they want to snuff out the competition because they've been losing for years, and they don't want any sort of dissent anymore. To be clear, Fox News, OANN, the far-right echo chamber incited a lot of what we're seeing today. Meanwhile, they were either endorsing or were completely silent about what happened in, pick your city over the past summer of 2020. But the rest of us in the so-called mainstream or liberal media need to accept that for far too long. We weren't clear-eyed about the nature of the threat that Trump or Trumpism posed, so you need to squash it out. And of course, who is the stunning and brave and beautiful woman who has been calling for it? And this was either from this morning or for earlier yesterday. Michelle Obama calls on big tech to ban Trump. Well, We've seen Facebook already do it, Snapchat for whatever that was worth, Shopify, Instagram. Place them all on indefinite suspension. Now I'm pretty sure that they're totally deleted. Former First Lady Michelle Obama, Big Mike, is calling on big tech. That's funny. Masters of the universe to ban President Donald Trump from their platforms, insisting that such a move would prevent their technology from being used by the nation's leaders to fuel insurrection. Even she recognizes that he's the duly elected president right now, but yeah, I just don't agree with him, so we're just going to shuffle that off to the side. Now is the time for Silicon Valley companies to stop enabling this monstrous behavior and go even further than they have already by permanently banning this man from their platform and putting in place policies to prevent their technology from being used by the nation's leader to fuel insurrections, said Michelle Obama in a statement Thursday. It's a two-picture. I can't be asked to read the entirety of it, but it's funny, right? Because she says that monstrous behavior, okay? Even if you're being super charitable, 5 people died in the big riot, okay? Pick a day. Pick any fucking day that happened over the summer. How many people died in those riots? Those actual legit riots where shit was actually fucking burnt to the ground, where windows were smashed, where people were injured. I'm not discounting any of the police officers that were injured as well, but there were hundreds, if not thousands of police officers that were injured during those riots during the summer. How about, I don't know, the 3 people that were shot in Chaz? 3 of the people died. I know that there were many more shootings there as well. Or, I don't know, the 30 people directly murdered in those riots. Or how about all of those people's families who were destroyed by your husband's fucking drone bombings in the Middle East? No, that's not monstrous behavior. It's only monstrous behavior when it's somebody that you don't like who's in power. And guess what, bitch? You got your fucking wish. Twitter permanently bans President Donald Trump. Yes. Yep. It's here. It's over. It's fucking over. Okay? An account that was ruled by the courts to be a public forum. He was not allowed to ban anybody because that would be not allowing them to access directly with the president. But you know what? That man, that guy in the middle of the screen, and the man who's right there prominently displayed in the thumbnail, can just decide that, Orange Man gone. Orange Man gone. Twitter's permanently banned the account of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, after a close review of recent tweets from real Donald Trump, whatever his official account was, and the context around them. We have permanently suspended the account due to risk of further incitement of violence, said Twitter in a statement. What were the tweets that were objectionable? I don't know, because the fucking account's gone. Okay, here, I'll show you. Spin, 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 spin. There it is, right there. What do you want? It's gone. It's gone. Okay. And what are they doing on Twitter? They're just laughing. They're just laughing. They don't care. They think that it's good. They think that it's good that it's going to silence everyone. Cool. So yeah, there's also an official presidential account, and Trump quickly hopped over there to just give a message saying that, I'll just read it verbatim. As I've been saying for a long time, Twitter has gone further and further in banning free speech, and tonight Twitter employees have coordinated with the Democrats and the radical left in removing my account from their platform to silence me and you, the 75 million great patriots who voted for me. Twitter may be a private company, but without the government's gift of Section 230, they would not exist for long. I predicted this would happen and have been negotiating with various other sites, and I will have a big announcement soon. While we also look at the possibilities of building our own free speech platform in the future, or our own platform in the future, we will not be silenced. Twitter is not about free speech. Yep. And are all about promoting a radical left platform where some of the most vicious people in the world are allowed to speak freely. Stay tuned. Yes, and all of those people were your former co-workers in the Senate and in the Congress, because they are cheering this to the fucking rooftops. Okay? Like, you have neocon Nikki Haley saying that, suspension is an act of communism. I don't give a fuck what Nikki Haley has to say. She is one of the biggest rhinos going right now, and anybody who wants her to run in 2024, take their opinions with a grain of salt. And by grain, I mean bucket. But guys, we still have, probably at the time that you're watching this, 11 days left in Donald Trump's presidency. He'll probably get thrown out, Monday or Tuesday, whenever they try to impeach him. I wholeheartedly see that happening. It won't get through the Senate because, like I said before, that they're going to need a supermajority. And if they do, wow, will that speak volumes? But no, he'll just get impeached in the House and it'll end up going nowhere, and then he'll just have to leave on the fucking 20th, which he's already said he's going to. We'll get into that in the next video. But this really is the day that free speech is dead. Yeah. Lindsey Graham, he said it best during the Kavanaugh hearings. He was referring to the left when he said, "I hope you never get power." Well, they have, and this is what they're doing, okay? There's many a tweet out there by elected Democrats in the federal House of Representatives and senators as well, just thanking Jack Dorsey for getting rid of Trump. Sam Harris said it should have been done earlier. And this is just the most disgusting thing ever. Oh yeah, and those tweets that I was reading off here on the President of the United States account, yeah, they're gone. They're gone too. So Trump is not welcome back at Twitter through even official government accounts, which he should technically be entitled to, but yeah, they don't care. They already got rid of him. Unity, huh? Unity. But yeah, it was, I think it's being floated out there right now that Trump's going to be on Parler, which is a great thing, by the way. I think Parler is great. I think Parler is probably the next place that's going to be quite powerful, and the only place that we're going to be welcomed. That and a Rumble for video hosting, and then of course just little independent channels, or not channels, little independent websites that pop up here and there. And yeah, feel free to support whoever you want to going forward, however you can. But like I said, Parler's going to be probably the most important way for people to communicate going forward, and that is why Google has gotten rid of them off the Play Store. I don't know. I can't get mine. I've got my fucking Parler app there, and it just keeps spinning right now. So I don't know if I don't know if that's a part of it. But Google has removed social media platform Parler from its Play Store from Android devices, stating that the app will remain suspended until it implements robust moderation policies that crack down on free speech. Yep. In a statement on Friday, Google claimed that in the light of ongoing and urgent public safety threat. Yep, it's always about keeping you safe, huh? Keep you safe at home. Keep you fat, keep you stupid, keep you scared. That's all they want. Okay, 50% of the population uses a Android phone. You might think that you're safe over on Apple. You're fucking hilarious. Crack down on free speech or face a ban. They are offering Parler an ultimatum, okay? While trumpeting their own Section 230 protections, they want Parler to go ahead and be as subservient as Twitter. I pray Parler does not bend to those. Yeah, and as it says here, Apple has given Parler just 24 hours to remove content that it considers objectionable, presenting the app with a seemingly impossible list of demands to meet in such a tight time window. I hope they just tell them to go fuck their mothers. I don't know. It's a dark day. I don't have anything optimistic to end on, and the next video is not going to be any lighter. It's really some French Revolution style shit, and I think we're seeing Louis XVI get marched up to that podium right now. I just hate this. I just hate this a lot. So I'll just end it there. Got one more left to cut here tonight, so I'll try to keep it quick for y'all. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.